Okay, so I had a microphone issue. It was like the feed pickup was way too intense, and I don't know why. Maybe some software update, but yeah, I tried to accommodate it with the volume, but it's still a little jank, but it should be fixed for next time. All right. We are here with Serra the Benevolent. What does it do? It makes a worship on its ultimate. Everything else doesn't matter. I just want to ultimate this. Why is that useful? Well, because if you put worship in play, that is not an enchantment, it's just an emblem. Your opponent can't remove it. As long as you have any creature, damage can't make you go to zero. You're just sitting on one. So there are certain things that can still kill you, like Sign in Blood. You could somehow get your opponent to. Oh, Shieldred. Right, Shieldred. Can still kill you because losing life will go right past this. But most decks don't do that. So we can probably sit on one life pretty comfortably. It may be a little bit difficult to keep a creature around, but maybe not impossible. I have some flash creatures splashed in here. I have some indestructible cards. This is the one card. Yeah, this is the one card I crafted for this deck. It's just a 4-mana indestructible creature, and it can make more creatures. So your opponent basically has to exile this, or make it lose all abilities, or bounce it in the same turn they kill you. So that seems pretty good, right? I really like that. Heliod is weird, but it can maybe sit in play if I have enough devotion from non-creature sources, maybe, and it will survive a board wipe if it was enabled with a bunch of creatures. I have Raise the Alarm. My opponent sweeps my board and goes for a swing. I can just flash this in and then, stay alive still. A lot of white removal, right? All the pacify, lose all ability effects just to shut down most notably very annoying planeswalkers, commanders, and planeswalkers. Where, like, let's say I'm playing against the first sliver and they just have 46 trillion ways to blow everything up. They have the Mardu Ultimatum, Ruinous Ultimatum, I think it's called. And then they destroy all your permanents and stuff. It might be a little difficult to get out of things like that, but I think we have enough ways to maybe give Indestructible and whatnot to circumvent that. I also have this in here because maybe the worship thing isn't enough and I need to shut them down. Obviously, this is pretty easy to blow up, but I like it, and it's one of my favorite win conditions, and I'm going to try it. Unfortunately, I think Approach the Second Sun, as much as I really like it, does not really seem reliable, right? I don't know if that's a way to come out of losing, right? If I'm locked under a mono blue deck, I don't know if casting a 7-mana sorcery is really going to get me out of that. But, just playing small creatures might. So I'm not playing that. I think this is just low enough that I don't want to run mana rocks and stuff. I could make this a larger deck, but then you have less early creatures, and they might be able to kill you before you get going. You might not be able to defend this. I could run sweepers of my own, which is kind of weird, but it's not impossible. Settle the Wreckage could absolutely come in here now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't want to change anything quite yet. I haven't really played it yet, but we'll see how we do. I like this strategy. I crafted the card. It felt cool last time. Let's make a deck out of it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's roll. Okay, so this is a decent matchup, I think, right? I don't hate this one. I could reliably get this going before they're able to stop it. If it's important enough that we need this every single time and whatnot, I will want to run all the 2-mana rocks, because pushing this on 3 is extremely good. So we'll see. Looks like they have Shock or Lightning Bolt, probably a mixture of both. Yep. Yeah, this might have been a good example of really wanting to play mana rocks. 2-mana mana rocks. That's an interesting one. Huh. Worn Power Stone. Alright, so we do get our commander. It's just a matter of it being useful. I don't think there's any haste in my opponent's deck. I'd rather just swing. This doesn't have haste. It does have First Strike, though, and whatnot. So if they cast a bunch of spells, I don't expect my board to stick, but who knows. I would be kind of happy to see them be concerned with my Planeswalker ultimate. I think that would benefit me if they deem this as something they need to deal with. Yeah, I think this is fine. They felt like they... I mean, I think it's good news that that's something my opponent does not want to deal with. So let's play this and just leave up Reprieve. Playing counterspells in Narset doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess that's what's going on. Sure. Interesting. Depopulate. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep my board around. Short, put it here. That was an interesting decision. Well, that is indestructible, but I do need a land, so... To the void. My opponent has Pact of Negation? Is that what that is? Hey! Cool. Look at that. And I guess I pass. My opponent's actually extremely low. Okay. They can't just play Narset. That's not good enough. You may have entered the battlefield any artifact or enchantment. Alright, so they make some 1/1s. Wow, look at that! My opponent was threatened by the ultimate, and then they couldn't deal with this while also dealing with my life total harassment. That's actually really funny. I didn't really anticipate that as an outcome, but hey. Alright, 1-0. I like it. They were just lower than I had thought. I was just swinging every turn, and they can't keep up. That's really funny. Alright. This might be one of my favorite commanders, if it works. If it's consistent. I just love Worship as a card. So, right up my alley. You want me to play creatures? Alright, I'll play creatures. Very well. I'll play a creature deck. Just give me Worship that my opponent can't stop. See, I don't like this card, but I put it in my deck. Yeah, this would be the slot I'd replace for Mana Rocks. What on earth is this? This is that weird Dragon Sarkhan thing. It could struggle to deal with Giver, Reprobation. I like my hand, but I don't have lands. I could just play an honest game and then, like, hope this is good later or something. I don't know. Do they have a burn spell? Who knows? I'm still going to cast this. If they have a burn spell, they're going to kill this anyways. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll just get... I could get one of the other ones. It makes so much more sense to get anything but this. Fine, I'll just get this. I really wanted to get it, but I don't know. We have things to do. I don't feel too bad about missing out on my stuff here. Alright, so I can play my commander, but I think leaving this in play is such a problem. And I'll just pass. I'm going to go get the fetch land. I don't feel enticed to really play anything else. Or, excuse me, I'm going to go get the Seek land. Or maybe just flash this in. Who knows? They're reading my Windswept Heath. That's interesting. This is still a legendary, right? Yeah, so the Mox still works. If they swing with Den of the Bugbear, I feel like I am very happy. I get to kill their land with my Raise the Alarm. They can't even use the token. I just kill the token too. Yeah, this is huge. Wow. Alright. This is... I wonder what the hand looks like. No counterspells, no... I mean... Yeah, I'm going to kind of... do this. I feel like that is so good for me. I almost want to make an angel, but I'm not going to. I think there's an argument to doing it, but I think just maybe if I scam this in play and then maybe hide behind this indestructible thing, always having a card to discard. I mean, send all the burn you want. Just send it. Yep, alright. You got it. Just send it. Reprieve. Okay, let's play you and pass. I really just don't want to be able to block or whatever. Well, they had 5 mana last time and they didn't have anything, so I don't think anything's different this time. Yep, I am right. Okay. I still really don't want to swing, but if my opponent dedicates a whole turn to casting Sarkhan, maybe I'm fine with that. Like next turn they just play Sarkhan and then they have to... Is this on cast? No, enter. Alright, so the reprieve and the disruption and like all of this is still totally viable. Also, they don't have a legendary, so now the Mox doesn't work again. They will need to find a land. Or make a treasure, right? Is this a dragon? No. Why is this in their deck? I don't know. Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna try to stop your stuff. The Mox is also offline again, and we have Reprieve. I could play this if they do have some kind of board wipe, just more damage, but I think Reprieve is just better to leave up. Okay. Alright. I think we have 12? We have 12 with the attack, but my opponent doesn't know I have creatures in hand, so... I don't know what my opponent's doing. Alright, yeah. I guess they were counting the damage? I'm not sure. Nice! Look at that! Same as last game. My opponent felt like they wanted to deal with this, right? Which means they didn't deal with this. And then we just pressured them. We tempoed them out. They couldn't use this. And then between that and I guess they felt threatened by this, right? And that was it. Awesome. All right. I can't believe I've never seen this commander played before. I'm really liking what's going on so far. But who knows? Who knows? It is pretty punishing when it doesn't work, I guess, because it takes a while to, you know, happen again. But we're 2-0. Okay, so we took out some things that when they die, they leave behind a 1/1, and some other 1-mana cards that felt a little useless, and added all the rocks so I can play this turn 3. It's kind of like Davriel in that sense. Just getting Davriel in 3 is really nice. Also, racing to the ultimate makes sense, right? So everything I took out felt really useless as a creature anyways, so I like this a lot. Riz the Redeemed might not do crazy things to stop me when I get there, which is nice. It's also a bit slow. Speaking of slow, is this hand slow? This is alright. That feels a little slow. They don't really deal with Indestructible. They're kind of white, so they just use Exile anyways. I think we can move on from that. Another hand that doesn't really have anything going on. I can attack Riz, but that doesn't do anything. I'm going to mulligan again. Okay, this is a little better. I guess I'll get rid of Escape. Oh, we have a rock as well. One into Bastry Cat. Okay, I like this, kind of. Winning Announcement's alright. I do attack. It is possible to trigger. Like, the Anthem on one side is decent. The tokens it makes are decent. It's more upfront than, like, whatever the 4-mana... Dawn of Hope. It's not like Dawn of Hope, right? It doesn't keep making tokens. But it was in here for a second. I did consider it. But I think I put Dawn of Hope in its place instead, just to be able to, you know, actually make a token. Because once, if my board gets swept or whatever, we're back to the worship, like, being important. Alright, that's good. I don't want to see another creature. Can they activate this? No. Alright, so... assuming there's nothing, we will probably get there. It's just a matter of it being good enough, right? Basriquette's kind of weird with the token generators, but it's not, like, totally useless. I can maybe get it going. Alright, so they need something right now that gets past my blocker. Doubling Season is scary, but it's not scary currently. Alright, so now it's up to them to deal with this ultimate. Take action. Mutavault is really good as well. It means every time I'm about to die, I can turn it into a creature. Which is kind of funny. I feel like this is a game where my opponent's going to go to the token limit incredibly quickly. And it's going to be a laggy, grindy game. Until, like, one of us decks out. You got it. I can replay my commander. Doesn't seem very useful, but I can. Counter target loyalty ability. What? Okay, you make your squirrels? That was weird. Okay, so my commander would immediately die, and it feels a little useless. So it is up to my opponent to actually deal with my creatures, and I do have two that are behind sweepers and whatnot. I mean, this is Riz, they're not playing sweepers. But Basriquette will not thrive in this universe. I will just block right now for the sake of it. Maybe I can do something interesting. But it's never going to get to the ultimate. Not that it really mattered. I don't think that mattered. I'm going to go ahead and say it probably didn't. It probably doesn't matter. Let's put this here. Like, it's dead anyways this turn. Yeah, the block was kind of a waste of time. I probably just didn't have to burn all the time just blocking for no reason. We're instantly going to go to 1. And then my opponent needs to have, like, swords or something. Triple swords to plowshare, something weird like that. I guess there's no reason to block either, in case there's a pump spell. Might of the Masses or whatever. Okay. Don't care about that, just more lag. That's all it is. That's all that is, more lag. I gotta crack this before I go to 1, so I don't accidentally die, because this is loss of life. Knowing me, I will end up committing Sudoku that way in some form. Alright, you put me to 1. Cool beans. We are here. And now it's up to our opponent to kill us. And it could be very tough with Mutavault and this. This could actually be incredibly difficult for my opponent. What does this do? Alright, okay. Because remember, when this dies, it leaves behind a token, so they must exile. Okay, opponent's just swinging for no reason. Love it, love it. Alright, they didn't scoop, so there's something on their radar. Something in their deck. Elish Norn might be annoying. Notably not the end of the world, though. I do have something larger than that. Okay. Technically, I will deck out first. Technically. But I don't know. I mean, they do have green. Green can draw some cards. I anticipate my opponent will not pay attention to that in deck out before I would. Mirari's Wake. Alright, another irrelevant card. Ironcrag. More irrelevancy. Love it. I'll save Get Lost and stuff like that for things like Elesh Norn. Okay, opponent's still valiantly wasting our time. Always nice. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I would swing too. I'll be damned if I don't swing with my 500 damage. That doesn't do anything. Okay, more irrelevancy. Let's see. Anything in my graveyard? No, let's discard that. I'll just take this. I don't think it matters. We can even not even. Let's just name green. Maybe I wind up with one of my opponent's cards somehow, and I want to be able to cast it or something weird. If they search, I draw cards, which can actually be bad for me. Maybe I had to consider that, because I don't want to deck out. Yeah, we might be in here for a while. Alright, so they do search for something, and then... I think this is Elesh Norn, right? On 7? It doesn't kill my witness. I'm so smart. Oh, okay, it does trigger this still. Neat. Okay, so it would be important to kind of kill this here, I think. Just so future creatures are relevant, and it's not just behind... Like, because these don't work now. And I feel like it's important that they should. So I will try to kill this. I might want to wait till way later to kill it, but I'm going to see what happens when I kill it right now. They might not have a way to get it back. Could be important. Get around some kind of protection spell, or whatever. And they get 4... They get 4 map tokens. That's great. I love it. So I can take time to make a 4/4 angel and then fly over their board. They don't have any reach or life gain. This could maybe kill them. I find that unlikely, but it's possible. Obviously, it's not going to live another turn or anything. But I was right about Elesh Norn. Now, this is sorcery only, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the token limit's 250. It doesn't matter what the token is. It'll just stop. You can't have 250 of each token. It'll just stop. Alright, they didn't copy the map to... Oh, it's creatures only. Alright, never mind. Creatures only. Alright, we're winning the decking race now. With those map tokens that are drawing... Jeez. My opponent was going to draw 4 lands in a row. That's kind of weird. Trosani. Trosani does not do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Oh, yes, it does. It makes lifelink tokens, which then can now deal with my stuff forever. You know what? My opponent might actually hit the token limit and not get lifelink tokens. They need to be careful. I know this is something you probably never think of, but should be on my opponent's radar to really appreciate that as an outcome. You don't want to overload your tokens and not be able to generate lifelinkers. And then you lose it and kind of go back to dying. Okay, well, I'm not going to block it. Opponent, I could just recast this now that you killed it. I would never just block anyways. They overcommit it. Well, technically we're at 2 life right now. We're twice as high as we should be. I'm not even... How did we gain a life? I wasn't paying attention. Was it this? This? I have no idea how I gained a life. I literally have no idea. Okay. Nothing? Just fly? There's no reach, right? Alright, there's no reach. We're sending it. So, I think if I reprieve Trosani and they still double their tokens with Riz... Oh no, they can just recast Trosani though. Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything. They can just literally recast it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Did they get 1/1s? Did anyone see? I don't see them. I think they didn't get 1/1s. I think they're at the token limit. So they denied themselves lifelink tokens. In fact, they denied themselves any more tokens. So I think unless they do something about the board, we will win with this Angel. Which is absolutely hilarious. Okay, this has flying. But I can kill it. Okay. So all their creatures get plus 252, plus 252. That's crazy. Look at that. Okay, yeah, this is all good. They don't have lifelink. I love it. Yeah, alright, nothing crazy is gonna happen, right? We just take it. Alright, look at that. Yes! Oh, yes! I'm in paradise right now. I'm having a great time. Look at that. We just took 46,000 damage. Or probably more than that. Yeah, 60 plus thousand. Each thing is 250. What's 250 times 250? Is that 50,000? And then some change. Oh, no, it's less than that, though, right? Because, yeah, it's actually less than that. Because they had a bunch of defender tokens that couldn't swing. All of these can't attack. So, yeah, it's probably less than 50,000, but... Okay, so this does fly. That is something to take note of. See no reason not to play this card. If my opponent has Farewell, that'd be hilarious. Well, no, they'd exile their own board. Doesn't really do anything. The token limit is separate from the creature limit. So if I kill this, they can still play creatures. That doesn't change anything. I'm not giving them like a creature slot to make a lifelink token or anything like that. And I think it's safe to say that flying with this Angel is going to be far faster to win than anything else ever. So my opponent also did not get 4 or 2 clue tokens. They did not get clue tokens because those are tokens. So they won't get to draw off of that. This was just a 2-mana best removal in the game because they didn't draw. I don't want to play this and shut down my ability to activate my creatures. I can make an Angel later. I don't think this is going to go to decking. I think I can actually just win with damage. I think that's actually a possibility. Sure. I will play this next turn, make another 4/4. Reprieve, unfortunately, is useless because they have, like, infinite mana. It could maybe do something if they tap out like crazy. I could just cycle it on whatever. It probably makes sense to just attempt to cycle it instead of doing anything else. Oh, the lag. Oh, the lag. Oh, boy. What have I done? Yeah, I'm just gonna send it. Make another 4/4. The faster I do it, the closer my opponent, comes to dying. My opponent also should not necessarily kill this, because all that does is give me more tokens. I don't have to plus it twice. I can just recast it. So there's no real incentive to kill this. And if you want to kill it, wait till next turn, because then it'll be at 3. So, like, my opponent should not kill this right now, is my point. It'll buy the most time to not immediately kill it. Unless my math is wrong, which I don't think it is. Yeah, because next turn it will plus. Sure, you take 2 more damage, but it's a 2-turn clock anyways. There's no incentive. Okay, this doesn't do anything. Riz is definitely the fastest commander to hit the token limit, which is really funny. And they could have called in for Elishnorn, which means that's the best option in their deck, and we've dealt with it. So, I don't really know what my opponent can do except play more flyers. Okay, nope, it looks like they want to kill Serra again, which is wrong. You don't want to give me another token here. This is a mistake. You'll just let me recast it. Unless you want me to recast it. Like they want me to tap low or something. Maybe there's logic behind that. I'm surprised I didn't just click the all attack button. I just send 500 to it. Yeah, wishing they had Questing Beast. Oh, don't say that, because now they're going to have it. Maybe they do, and didn't realize, and then Questing Beast is in their deck still off the court. Maybe they do. It is in the set with food tokens, and I'm sure they googled the word token when they made this deck. Okay, so I might as well play this on anything, and then whenever that creature leaves, I get a 1/1, so it's just another layer of protection. I don't see why not. But it doesn't change the clock or anything. Yeah, I probably should have reprieved earlier. Probably should have just done it earlier. Just like literally anything. Alright, so it's this turn or bust. Yep, no incentive. Obviously on a hide behind my Mutavolt. At the very least. Opponent is still for some reason activating this, even though it doesn't do anything. Probably just activating it because they never get to activate it, because Riz is really slow. I love Riz, it's just, oh boy, is it hard to get going. Activate away, my friend. Alright, do we find an answer? That is not it. It has to be one of these 3 cards. Does this game continue? Alright, that does not make tokens, because you don't have token room. You don't have room for tokens, you can't play this. That is hilarious. It doesn't make tokens. They don't have room in play. They actually had blockers, so they can't use them. Oh, man. Do we win? Oh, they could have settled the wreckage. Do I respect it? No, that seems so stupid. It seems so stupid to do that. Oh, that is so satisfying. My opponent could have actually made this last 10 years if they, like, did it right. But, I mean, most people don't know that. Most people don't know. I think I'm just sending it. I really don't know why I would ever not just send it. Okay, looks like we got there. Yes! Yes! Oh, yes. Oh, what a game. Oh, man, that is so funny. Oh, and you know, I called out, like, everything. It's really funny. I called out everything that was going to happen. The token limit, no room for life linking tokens, no room for these. I called out Elishnorn. Like, I only played Riz once, and I feel like I just have absolute understanding of what was to be played around and stuff like that, which is good to know, right? I knew what I needed to do. I also... There was one turn that could have been crucial, which was reprieving something the same turn where they might have chose to just do this, this instead, right? So then they would have no token room, and then from there I'd be good. But we didn't have to worry about that, because they activated this on their own too many times when it wasn't relevant. So it's safe to assume they might not know there is a token limit, and now they do. And now they do. But don't worry, because it will never come up again, opponent. You will never hit that thing again, and at least have the game continue. That was a 9-live Solemnity scam, is what we just did. Ali Eldrazi? Is that Antrazi? Is that, like, actually him? I don't know his real name. I don't know his account name. Is this Ali Andrazi? I don't think he plays Historic Brawl, and I don't think he'd be playing Watley. He plays, like, Sultai Ultimatum stuff. Alright, I have an indestructible creature, so let's see what happens. Yo, someone check out Ali's stream. Is he streaming? Let me check it out. Let me go look. That's the wrong one. Let's play. You follow his channel? That's him? Oh shoot, that's him. Awesome. I haven't played against him before. I've played against what's his face? Jeff Hoogland, I think that's his name. I've played against him a lot, but I've never played against Andrazi. I've seen some of his videos though, but I don't like watching Magic Arena content because I play it too much. I just like don't want to. I don't want to watch it. All right, so play you. I was about to say he usually doesn't do Brawl. Is he streaming it or is he just like playing offline or whatever? Oh well. He doesn't know I exist, fortunately. So you guys have to tell him hello for me. If I say hello, he'll think I'm sniping. Can't have that. Alright, so we get the emblem. It's just a matter of can my opponent do anything, right? Can he do stuff? It is white. They have some exile. It's annoying, but I don't know. I'm live on his channel, yeah. Not my commentary, though. Andrazi's been playing Magic since, like, forever. I've seen every single video on, like, the other channel Fireball and whatnot. Like, all the paper tournaments. I'm very familiar with his work. It's cool to see him. Alright. So now it's just, can he deal with this? I'm going to put this on here, I think. Makes sense. And then swingies here. So this could be annoying, but it's not impossible. Like, they could play Ulamog and stuff, but other than that, could maybe just scam a win. Yeah, no one tell him I have 3 lands in hand. No one tell him. You get banned. I'll ban you. Can't say it. This is life or death right now. I can't lose. Now I gotta be careful. I don't want to pay life and kill myself with this card. Okay, it's another sort of annoying thing. I think I'll just play this now, just for another layer of stuff. I think that's fine. I'm very surprised it didn't block. Yeah, I'm incentivized to make another angel here, or just make my first angel, rather. It blocks these 3/3s, and I don't really have to block with it. I can just sort of sit behind it, or something. Surely there's no, Zatalpa. Sure. Okay, that doesn't change anything. Well, I mean, it gains life, actually. Maybe it does change things. Are we winning this? Are we beating them? I think we might be beating them. Yeah, great engine at home, yeah. Alright, so swingies. Surely there's no settled wreckage or anything weird. Okay, yep. Pay my wifey. Send them to 5. Okay. No, nothing in hand though, Sag. It's alright. We are so layered with stuff. Oh right, they gain life. Right, forgot. Oh no, alright, so what's the worst dinosaur? Zatalpa? Oh no, Zatalpa! Oh no, there's no way. No, no, I know this guy. He likes big, stupid stuff. Of course he's playing Zatalpa. Oh no. It can just lightning bolt me into oblivion. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. He doesn't. I don't care about Atali. I mean, I do, but I don't. Okay, sure. Galta, sure. Just more scary stuff about to slam into play, I guess. Okay, and literally nothing went into play from Galta's trigger. My opponent's hand has no creatures in it? Is that what that means? I am profoundly confused. I think I just cashed this in for another angel. Oh no. I feel like it's slipping. I feel it slipping away. Oh no, it's slipping away. No, you're supposed to concede. You were supposed to keep playing. No. They're gaining too much life. Oh, okay. I'm surprised to see that. You know what? Maybe there's no answer. That makes me think they might not have an answer to the angel, and it could actually kill them slowly. And I mean very slowly. So this can get the card in question. I guess I'll put it to my hand. I really would rather not show my opponent this card, but I mean, I guess I have to if I plan on using this game. I could also get this to play more sky flying threats. Nah, I mean, whatever. I'm all in. Let us make nothing. This is plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all I can do, right? Yeah, there's no reach. So they take 5. I don't want to play this, but I probably should. I'd kind of want to surprise my opponent with the last mana source, but they have Besage You. I mean, this is Naya. Naya does not care about Overwhelming Splendor. They do not care. Atali's Poison? What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh, you're right. Oh no. Oh, I didn't. Oh. Okay. Surely, Atali. Surely, Antrazi does not know how his cards work. Literally impossible. See? It's just a Tulpa. See? Or it's a comma, excuse me, not Stolpa. It's just a comma. We don't have to worry about anything. We're just going to lose that anyways. I think. Maybe not. Alright, let's see what they do. Sure. Oh, it has double strike? Why does it have double strike? They have mana still to do stuff. Okay. Okay, that's not me. Sure. So I have to block a lot? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine. It's too many. Man. That's unfortunate. That's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, man, I really thought I had him. I really thought I had him. Oh, man. Atali with the poison. Wait, what? Oh, right. 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 Oh, no. Okay, there's no way to win then. Right? There's like no way to beat that. Because he can always just tutor for it. He just always tutor for it. There's nothing I can do. Like a Blood Artist will kill you. Because you lose life. Fetch land. Stuff like that. You would lose 2 life on those. And you would lose double life on things before you're at 1. But it doesn't. Because your life total doesn't change, you didn't lose any life. You're just taking damage going to 1. So there's no spot for the game to even see you begin to lose life in that regard. Because you didn't lose any life. Okay. This is a pretty fast. Atali's kind of scary, but oh wait, no, Atali has Infect. Right, we've already gone through this. Atali has Infect, so I can maybe shut it down with enough stuff. Doesn't seem very likely though. I don't really know how to do that. Maybe make enough angels that I can block it, but it's indestructible, so spam blocking it's not useful. I basically have to pacify it, which is probably too much. Too much of an ask, I think. Probably too much to ask. Alright, so I get to keep my emblem, but then again, Atali is a problem. Okay, my opponent didn't swing at it. That's interesting. Felt like it was free enough, and they chose not to. But, yeah, I don't really know how to win. I don't know how to beat Atali. I just need to pacify. I just need to find one. and I need it to stick. It's probably completely impossible. Yep, again, this is not going to cut it. It's not enough. I'm surprised it lets me play against Atali. This is the first time I've seen Atali in actually quite a while. That's very interesting. Doesn't usually let you do that. Alright, Lucca... It's kind of annoying, I guess. Not the worst. So I have basically like 1 or 2 turns to not die to Atali's stupid flip thing. Maybe my opponent doesn't know how it works. That's also a possibility. Opponent may or may not know how Atali's other side functions and might not ever think about it. But there's a chance that is not on my opponent's mind, so... Okay, my best literal and only bet, I guess, is to make a 4-4, as this doesn't necessarily do anything for me, so I'll do that. And then I'll pass, as doing damage to things is kind of irrelevant. Red-green. I feel like I have everything covered except Atali's backside. That is so sad. I mean, yeah, I don't know. If I don't have a pacify or something, maybe I should mulligan for one. And if I don't get one, maybe I should just concede. Because obviously there's nothing I can do. Alright, so my opponent's doing this instead of killing me with the infect. Might not have had the mana to kill me there, so... Maybe they're not aware of how this works. We do get to, I guess, do dirty thing. Yeah, okay, I think my opponent did not know how this worked. Which is good for us. Okay, so 7, 10... It's 1-off lethal. It is 1-off lethal. I don't see how attacking Lucca does get me anywhere. Almost scammed my opponent there. Almost scammed him. It's still, I guess, not impossible. I can block enough infect, and if they can't stop my flyers, I think I win. No way do I win this. 5 damage to each planeswalker and creature. Alright, so I send this for the sake of it. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I could have used that card to keep my Hollow Blade alive. Whoops. Okay. I guess I'm just down a creature. That's fine. I think I just won, though, right? I think I just won. These are indestructible. Lucca can't kill them. We just did it. I won. I beat Atali. I did it. Unbelievable. Awesome. Oh, man, we did it. We did it. And I also messed up. I actually would have had another creature, too. I mean, it doesn't have flying, so they could block it here, but still. Wow, we beat it. Yeah, I think... Let's see, this costs 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the plus here... Activated. They literally could have done it, but didn't know how it worked. It took me 2 hours to find somebody that actually didn't get the ultimate here. Like, they didn't appreciate it and swung with a Crater Hoof, whereas they otherwise could have swung with this and probably won the game. So, that's interesting. A lot of people, I guess, understand this very quickly. And this person probably didn't realize it. Nice. Really nice. Okay, so this is actually better than I thought it would be, but still leads to, if you're familiar with my older content, I played a lot of 9 Live Solemnity, combo enchantment thing, and it's really nice to have a worship your opponent can't stop, right? You can steal quite a few games with that. The problem is, your opponent might not concede, and then you're sitting there for 20 hours, right? Because your opponent doesn't concede, but they have literally 0 outs, but they might not know that, especially in Brawl, where they have 99 cards. They might not be totally familiar with every card if they just net deck, or they might not realize how it works, and they have no outs. They just don't know all their cards. So, you know, your best bet is hopefully they have a tutor, and then they can sift through their deck, and if they have a way to stop you, cool. If they don't, then they concede on the spot. But if neither of those things happen, you better buckle up, because your opponent might not concede. But still, I liked it a lot. This never came up, but it came close to coming up. Probably close enough to where I'd still try to get this to work, but it's not that relevant to the main strategy anyways, and it could just be Approach the Second Sun if you like that instead. You could play Key to the Archive and find a way to blink it or something. Other scammy sort of non-combat based win conditions. There were some games where I just pummeled my opponent to death. I just beat them to death and they couldn't do anything, which was interesting. I didn't really anticipate that, especially it's not as aggressive as it could be in a mono white deck. But there are a lot of smaller creatures, and if your opponent's scared of this and they can't deal with that, the creatures can beat them up in the meantime. It's totally possible. The indestructible cards were super useful. The Giver of Runes, super useful. I did blunder a couple games by trying to go into combat with this and use it to defend an attacker instead of, like, you know, from a spell, because if I'm not killing my opponent, it would have been nice to, you know, keep this up forever. I did blunder a game with that, trying to keep an irrelevant creature alive mid-combat, and that cost me dearly. Yeah, the mana rocks to get this out is very nice. Felt extremely useful. You could run Mox Amber if you think you have enough legendary cards to have that tap before you would get to turn 4. The tutors were fine. All the things to go get this, I guess, were alright. I had a Ketra for a game, but that game was against Mono Blue, so they just bounced it. Basically the only way to stop it, unless you exile it, so that was unfortunate. I like the flashing in of 1/1s when your opponent thinks your board is empty and they're going to kill you, and then you just do this and suddenly you're not dead. That's really nice. Adeline can scam your opponent on turn 3 just by swinging. Yeah, no, I really liked most of what this deck was doing. I really did. I liked it. I liked the Doomed Travelers on the front of the, you know, the early side, where if you get hit by a sweeper, which I don't think I really ever did, not a true sweeper, they were like situational sweepers, this leaving behind a 1/1 is obviously incredibly useful. Same with Chorus and whatnot. I think there's a few more. I'm not even running them all. I took out all the 2-mana ones, but it felt totally fine. I really like this commander. If you want to play mono white and you don't want to play big white spells, and you also don't want to play aggro, doesn't leave you much room for anything else, this is a cool avenue to victory that I really liked. I thought this was fun to play. It led to some interesting game plans, a different style of gameplay as well. The games ended far different than they normally do. And you can run 9 Live Solemnity in here. You can run Book of Exalted Deeds. We're already running Mutavault, right, in Mirix, Mistress Foundry, but Mutavault's an angel. You could just sort of put the divinity counter on this and maybe win that way if they have no way to blow up your land. You just have to find a way to get those cards consistently. I'm telling you right now, you won't, but you could run it. Just put all the mono white win conditions in the same deck. My favorite way to play white. So let me know what you thought about this list. If you have ideas for it, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.